shows, we're talking about Mexican-American artists.
And how these artists can actually portray their culture through the arts that they produce.
I'm Maxie. I have a PhD in culture. Today we're talking about Rudolph Anani. He's a Mexican-American artist who wrote the book Bless Me Ultima. He was born in New Mexico, where his book setting actually takes place. And many of his things of his childhood were put into the book, such as him speaking Spanish and his parents' jobs when they lived there and how many siblings he had. All were played in to the book.
I'm Janessa Simpson, and I'm going to be talking about Joanne Bees. She is a singer-songwriter and an activist. She is known best for her song Diamond in the Rust, and she also was doing a lot of movements around the world to really help with protesting. And
Also, Joanna Bees is known for having topics in her music about social justice and civil rights movements. She also sang a whole song dedicated fully in Spanish, and she was also known for making Bob Dylan famous.
let's not forget about Oscar de la Renta, born in the Dominican Republic. He was born into a mid-class family where he had 6 sisters and went to school at 18 in Spain. After that, he was taken under the wing by a fashion designer. One of his famous quotes is, "My entire concept of lifestyle is built on the foundation of my home." And that is a great example of showing how he represents his culture.
Oscar de la Renta loved the arts. He was part of America's Society and the Spanish Institute. He had dual citizenship in both America and in the Dominican Republic. He made a dress for the ambassador of Spain's daughter. He used tropical patterns and vibrant color palettes in his collections. A quote from him is, "My greatest strength is knowing who I am and where I come from, my island."
Judy is a good example of a Mexican-American artist who represents her culture through her work. Bea's public art reflects the concerns and lives of the population that has been historically disenfranchised.
She doesn't only represent immigrants, but the poor, youth, elderly, and LGBT communities. One of Becca's most famous works, The Great Wall of Los Angeles.
That it?
The California Wall depicts a mile-long multicultural history of California. It provides a vibrant and lasting tribute to California and the unrecognized ethnic groups who shaped the state's history. You may know him from his show, George Lopez!
Born in April 23rd, 1961,
61.
You got it.
his father and mother both abandoned him when he was raised by his grandparents.
He began performing comedy in 1983. He used real experiences in his life to fuel his comedy.
And this is the end of our show, and we're so glad that you stayed tuned to watch, even though we forced you because it's a humanity class project.
This thing on? Heather?
Yes, it is, Bacon.
All right. I hope you learned a lot from our short segment on Mexican-American artists who represent their culture through the form of art. We picked these 5 artists because they represented their own culture in the form of their art. Tomorrow morning, Mabel will be back, and with stories from the Festival of Pancakes she attended. Till then, this is Chris P. Bacon signing off.
Struggling.
How are you going to help Jacob not do whatever the heck he just did?
Jacob's isn't that Jacob's problem right now?
The last one was perfect and then he screwed up.
Yeah, but how many had been before that? Because Jacob was getting serious. I heard him over there going, "Come on." I heard him.
Stop videoing us.
No.
This is not going in the bloopers.
This
Okay.
is behind the scenes.
Every person you guys need to write about or say about, put it on there. And that way someone can just read through, but you gotta go slow.
Go slow.
Read through.
This is our director.
Yes. Well, because it's gonna take you guys forever.
Yeah.
Alright?
You know this is going to be in the video now.
So now this should go a little bit better.